So, I am old enough that one of my first computers, not the very first, my very first computer didn't have a hard drive, but one of my very first computers had a turbo button, and it probably just made the fans go faster, but I honestly thought it was the coolest thing in the world. Now, my current graphics card has enough of a power draw to power a small city for some significant amount of time. Also, I can watch a very beautifully rendered horse stumble down a hill. It's progress, right? Anyway, let's talk tech. Welcome once again, nerds, to the Clips channel. This is a smaller portion of a much larger video called The Week in Nerddom that happens over on the main channel. This portion is specifically the gaming and tech portion, where we're going to be talking about brand new things in the world of gaming and tech. So like new computer things. We don't really get too deep into that. I feel like the guys over at Linus and Gamers Nexus and such cover that fairly well. So we'll get the broad strokes there. We'll get in a little bit more deeply in the gaming side of things, so new announcements, DLCs, etc., etc. And then, you know, we're going to suggest some things for you to try out between now and next time you come back. So thank you for joining me. Let's get into the news. Follow-ups and corrections for gaming and tech. We do have a few quick follow-ups. We have Alibaba's Qwen 3 Max is now in preview, so we have yet another AI LLM out there, another contender for the AI wars, because we definitely needed a couple more of those. We have the second chapter of Dune Awakening is on the way, titled The Lost Harvest, bringing with it a new map and features for all of the spice hoarders out there. You're welcome. And finally, we have Helldivers 2 with a new update players are raging about. It's the Into the Unjust update, because nothing brings gamers together like shared outrage, though it does sound like it is being very quickly squashed. So congratulations to the developers on that one as well. New trailers in gaming and tech this week do not exist. They did not drop anything that's really of note, so avert your eyes and let's move on. All right, so regular ass news, we got the big one, that is Hallow Knight. After years of memes, delays, and a fan base that was starting to resemble some sort of crazy death cult, it is finally released. And once it was released, for a very glorious moment, there was peace. But then very quickly, almost immediately it would seem, that peace was very quickly shattered, as the entire world, it would seem, tried to download and play the game at the exact same time. The game rocketed to the top of the Steam charts, pulling in a staggering number of concurrent players. Last I saw was something close to or maybe over 600,000 concurrent players just in the first day, and that's considering how bad all of this went. That's impressive. This very biblical flood of gamers almost immediately, like I said, broke the Steam storefront, the PlayStation Store, the Xbox Store, and the Nintendo eShop all at the same time. With players everywhere reporting error codes and down servers, it was just a mess. It is a tale as old as time, though. It's a massively hyped game finally releases after years and years of speculation and fan desire, only for it to melt the infrastructure through which you can get said game into a bit of a puddle. So congratulations to Team Cherry. You made a game that was so anticipated that you very literally broke the internet. And to those of you who actually managed to download it and get in and play, I really hope it was worth the wait, because I still haven't played it yet. In other news, we're going to go quick on this. In other news, we have a company called Pace, P-A-C-E, an anti-piracy company. They are rolling out their own Fusion AI, they're calling it, to protect AI models from being stolen, because nothing says meta like an AI, aside from maybe an AI that is designed to protect other AIs, probably from AI if you think about it. Also, Switzerland has entered the AI chat, as it were. They have released their very own open source model to residents, it would seem, for what end goal still kind of remains to be seen, but it's really interesting that the Swiss government is really getting in on the AI game, so there's that. And then possibly our other biggest piece of news here is the Warner Brothers is officially suing Midjourney. The studio is suing the AI image creator for, quote, copyright infringement, accusing them of also, quote, brazen theft. All right, so you're on the Clips channel, which is fine. This is a good place to start. But this is just one piece of the puzzle. If you want to see the whole glorious nerdy picture, then you're gonna have to go over to the main channel, Generally Nerdy. That's where you'll find the full breakdown of all the news that's worth hearing for us nerds. Oh, but also don't forget to like and subscribe here so you know you can keep getting the bite-sized pieces. This is one that we're definitely going to be keeping tabs on, so stay tuned for future editions of the follow-up section here in Gaming and Tech. But our final piece here is there's a new Pokemon thing that really is worth noting. It's really just a updated version of a Tamagotchi. This is kind of in the realm of shut up and take my money for most millennials, it would seem. But not only is it basically a Pokemon inside of a Pokeball that is just a Tamagotchi, you have to take care of your Pokemon, but you can like pet it and stuff, so that's really weird. It's also worth noting that there are only 150 different Pokemon pre-programmed inside the ball. Very much remains to be seen if it is upgradable or not for other Pokemon that you can then add to the library. I don't know. If you're interested in this, let's talk about it in the comments, but either way, let's move on. And that puts us into this week's gaming suggestion. Honestly, if I were to suggest anything other than this, I would get laughed out of the room. So suggestion this week is Hallow Knight Silksong. It exists. It is real. This is not some sort of hallucinatory dream in which you are playing all of your favorite games. If that were the case, we'd all have Earthbound 3. Like this is actually happening. It only costs about 20 bucks, and assuming the servers are up and functioning again, which I'm sure they are, then you really have no reason to not go get this. Go experience the game that we've kind of all been collectively hallucinating for the past however many years. Your suggestion this week is Hallow Knight Silksong. Go check it out, because I know I'm going to. Thank you very much, nerds, for tuning in. If you want to level up your nerdy, geeky, pop culture knowledge, then don't forget to subscribe and do all of the things. Go check out the main channel, Generally Nerdy, for the larger portion. Again, you get all of the sections into one convenient video over on Generally Nerdy. The name of the show is The Week in Nerddom. Thank you for checking out this clip. We will see you next time. Before we go, though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, probably here.